Dr. Caroline Hernandez, a genetics specialist.
Bailey, what's wrong? You're coughing again. Let's go to the doctor.
So it looks like she's been coughing.
Yeah, she's coughed all the time recently, and we don't know what it is, but she's had bronchitis and pneumonia before, and it's happened multiple times, so we're not really sure. We're kind of worried.
Has she had any other symptoms besides the wheezing and the coughing?
It's wheezing a lot. She has really short, it's hard for her to breathe sometimes. We had to stop her from playing sports because she just couldn't run around and play with the other kids because she was having such a hard time breathing.
Weight-wise, does she eat a nice diet?
She eats vegetables and organic food all the time. She's so good about eating healthy, but she's just so short, and her weight is it's just below the BMI.
The one thing that's pointing me towards a bad prognosis is the fact that you've been diagnosed with pneumonia so many times. Unfortunately, you may have cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a hereditary disease, and it can be life-threatening at times, but there are several different treatments we can get you into immediately, and it can be avoided. It seems like since she wasn't diagnosed around 2 years old, which is when most children are diagnosed if it's very severe, I think you're going to be okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Let me just explain it a little bit more.
Cystic fibrosis is a recessive disease. Therefore, both parents must have a mutation on chromosome 7, a gene containing the protein CFTR, which stands for the cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator. A functional CFTR is located in the cell membrane and most especially in epithelial tissues, and it controls the passage of chloride ions or salt ions. So the signal is sent causing the CGRP ligand to bond to the G protein receptor that phosphorylates the GDP molecule on the G protein right here. And so this activates the conversion of ATP to cAMP through the cyclase, and the cCAMP actually comes through and activates the protein kinase A, which transduces the original signal from and goes into the CFTR, allowing the ions to pass through the cell membrane. And so this addition of ATP causes the change of the CFTR's shape, allowing the ions to enter and exit through this channel. CFTR works the most in the lungs, as you can see here, diagrammed. It works with the mucus-producing cells lining the alveoli sacs in the lungs to clear out foreign molecules. When CFTR is mutated, it does not allow the passage of any chloride or sodium ions in or out of the cell. In 90% of cystic fibrosis cases, CFTR is completely missing from the membrane, and so this lack makes it impossible for a cell to receive, transduce, or activate any response signal, as seen here. And so this is caused all by the mutation on chromosome 7. In some cases, it's actually produced, but it ultimately gets destroyed due to its poor quality. And without CFTR, the bronchial tubes in the lungs become lined with this thick mucus that continues to build up, making less and less space for the flow of oxygen into the lungs.
In the United States, about 30,000 people are living with cystic fibrosis, and almost 70,000 worldwide. Approximately 1,000 new cases of CF are diagnosed each year, and even though you're among one of those statistics, there are so many different treatments we can provide you with. We have available for cystic fibrosis are like airway clearance, which is when it loosens up and gets rid of all the mucus in your throat that you've been feeling for these so many years. There's also even inhaled medicines. If you look into it, they actually work very effectively.
Thank you, doctor. You're amazing.